Welcome back. Sorry about the audio. Yeah, we are in Mackay, Australia, Queensland, Australia, and today we're going to be taking a short flight to Cairns. Although there are no jet flights between the two airports because the distance is too short, but there are some turboprop flights and general aviation flights between Mackay and Cairns. So we are here. I just like this view, so I pan the camera over here. But we are over here. We are Jetstar A320. We are parked at stand 3. Is it stand 3? Yeah, stand 3. So let's get going because time is short. I have to go somewhere after the stream. So that's why I kept this stream on short on purpose. Right. Batteries on. Did I turn it on? Yes. Yeah, small stream, but it's going to take around 2 hours roughly, just above 2 hours. The flight is around 1 hour, but the rest of the preparation, landing and replays will take around 2 hours. Okay, let's get this going. Very good. And we can import the flight plan. So we have the IQ code, YBMK for Mackay and YBCS for Cairns. And yeah, operational flight plan. Cost index, I'm just going to increase the cost index to 12. And I'm going to be taking extra 0.7. So mass and balance, yeah, let's make it 6800 kg and apply and load aircraft.
Refueling truck is on its way. Boarding requested. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Yeah, let's get on with the tests. How cold is it? It's 22 degrees. It's sunny outside. Not that sunny. Go with this. We can turn off all the speakers. And go for the
Fuel
CVR
truck is in position. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our flight. Please place your large bags into the overhead lockers.
Done.
wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free and loose items of clothing. If you are seated in an emergency exit row or a front row bulkhead seat, all of your items must be placed.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
I think it's already doing that.
Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This
Right,
is a no smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
Oxygen mask test. Done. We can put the interferometer off. You own the A380. Okay, good, great. It's very. I've heard it's very heavy on the frames, the FPS. Is it the fly-by-wire A380? That's very heavy on the FPS. You're welcome. One, two, three. Its cost is $18 with the summer days, but it's $25 without. It only says A380-8. Okay. Okay, so it's not the freeware version. Okay, I think that's only for the PC. But great. I think you should enjoy it. Let's do the. Here we are, passengers are boarding. And the APU is turning on, as you can hear. Getting louder, and it's loud. APU available, and we can turn on the corner. One more test, electrical page. Turn off the batteries and turn it back on. Have a look at the page, and it should be less 60 ampere and getting less after 10 seconds. That's good. Come on. We don't have any ATC, and we are carrying 125 passengers. Right. Let's get the
Ladies and
FMC.
gentlemen, Welcome on board our flight. Please place your large bags into the overhead lockers, wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free and loose items of clothing. If you are seated in an emergency exit row or a front row bulkhead seat, all of your items must be placed into an overhead locker. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure an on-time departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board. Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no-smoking zone.
Yeah, Townsville is our alternate. Hopefully we won't have to go there. Yeah, Jetstar A301. Cost index 12. Flight level 360. Now for the zero fuel rate. For that we can go to the company message. Load sheet. Zero fuel weight is 56.2. And let's look at the latest load sheet. $29.1. Low fares forever, normal Jetstar. Yes, yes. Yeah. Okay. What was it? 56.2 and 29.1. And we have 6.8 tons of fuel. That should be okay. Alternate we'll have 1.7. And FinRes 1.1. Okay, that's done, and the wind component. Do we have a headwind or a tailwind? We have a tailwind. Very good. A tailwind of 17 knots. Good. Now to the flight plan. And what's our routing? We'll be taking off from runway 14, no star given, and no SID given and no star given. So no departure, no arrival. Procedure and departure 14, no SID. Okay, how does this look on the planning page? Take off on the runway heading. Go back to MK. Sorry. runway. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our flight. Please place your large bags into the overhead lockers, wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free and loose items of clothing. If you are seated in an emergency exit row or a front row bulkhead seat, all of your items must be placed into an overhead locker. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure an on-time departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board. Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no-smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
No star and wires, no wire. So we have a discontinuity here. Let's clear that and see how that goes. Flight plan. Sorry. I think I should remove CS, this waypoint CS. Let's see now. I messed it up. Okay, I don't know. Let's have a look. So we take off, we make a U-turn, we go here. This is uphold, decelerate, just a minute, we go straight line and then an arc and then to the runway, right, that's done.
Cabin crew, boarding is now complete. Any remaining ground crew, please leave the aircraft.
Okay, I just need one more thing, wind calculation. I don't know whether I need the wind calculation if I've already entered the headwind or the wind component, but in any case, done. Now RadNav, it usually does it on its own. I'm not too familiar with the RadNav page. Perf. It's a short runway. Aircraft loaded. Good. Let's turn on the oh, I haven't turned on the ABU bleed. It's been more than 3 minutes. It's been 9 minutes. Okay, ABU bleed's on. Other bags running. One of the bags is running. Good. External power can go off. Fuel pumps can go on. And strobe to auto. Beacon lights to on. That should clear all ground equipment. Now, let me have a look at the flight log. Routing is fine. Takeoff performance, runway 14 dry, yes we saw dry. Don't force to go, no anti-gas backs on. It's not sinking in the live weather. What's wrong? Matter not available. I'll have a look at SimBrief. And if you don't have the Matter, you can always get the QNH by pressing the B key. So it's live weather and real time. QNH 1019. What about the winds? Let's have a look outside. And this is the windsock. There seems to be a slight wind, and this is runway 32. We'll be taking off from that runway 14. Okay, back to the aircraft. So let's just enter some fictitious winds for the performance. Temperature, QNH 1019. Enter. Temperature, outside air temperature is 22. So 22. And what's in the chat? Wow. Yeah, that's thank you. Let's just enter the wind as 060 at 5 knots. Let's just enter that. And calculate. So it's a very low V speed, 125, 126, 129, and flaps 3 takeoff. That figures it's a shorter runway. That's the highest setting of flaps I can have for a takeoff in the A320. Let's just send it all to the MCDU. I don't want to waste time. Right. Perf done. Charts. Let's give the charts. There are no sits, so there are no sit charts. Okay. We are here at gate 3. There's no pushback. We'll be starting the engines, and we'll be going for via taxiway Bravo. Taxiway Charlie, I think, is for general aviation aircraft. I think so. It's not, but taxiway Charlie available sunrise to sunset only. Taxiway Charlie not available for aircraft above max 69 wingspan. Yeah, so it's not. So I was right about that. So right. And runway elevation is 19 feet, and that should show over here, reflect over here. Right, and yeah, we're starting. Okay. Constraints on. my final checks. Signs on. We need them. Everything looks fine here. I'm being very quick here. I hope I don't miss anything. Okay. Yeah. 36,000 feet. We'll keep FMC 1 on performance and give another load sheet. It will keep giving me that. Okay, AOC menu. Keep it ahead. Let's make a radio call. Since we are on Vatsim, there might be any aircraft. Mackay traffic, Jetstar A320. We are starting our engines at stand 3. Mackay traffic. Okay. ATC to on, auto, ignition to start, and on, engine to on.
Cabin crew, arm doors and cross-check.
Didn't arm the doors before.
Welcome aboard our Airbus A320. Please pay attention to illuminated signs and crew instructions, including the following safety procedures. The safety card found in your seat pocket contains important information about exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets, and the brace position, which you must adopt if you brace. There are 8 emergency exits on this aircraft. The cabin crew are now pointing out the exits nearest to you. Please be aware that your nearest usable exit may be behind you. Emergency lighting will guide.
Come on, spool up.
Pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others. If we land on water, take a life jacket from under your seat. Remove from the pouch and put it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist and click together. Pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate the aircraft. When outside, inflate it by pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into this tube. There is a light and whistle for attracting attention.
Taxi lights
Cabin
on.
crew can assist you with life jackets for children. Your tray table must now be stowed, armrests down, window blinds open, and seatbelt fastened. Further information regarding your safety on board can be found in the in-flight magazine.
And let's go.
We hope you have a great flight.
We'll have to just swing right and onto taxiway here, and then onto Bravo. This is Bravo, and then backtrack on runway 14 and take off from there. Okay. Okay, traffic. Jetstar 801. We're going to taxi to runway. We're going to backtrack on runway 14 via taxiway Bravo. Okay, traffic. Okay, now I've usually am not used to do this. Let's see how well I follow the yellow brick road. Okay, brakes off. And let's have a look. Let's cheat. Okay, and here we are. And now we can swing left. Is this the taxiway? It has a red line in between. I'm not sure. I think that was the taxiway. Yeah, I messed it up. In any case, let's go to the holding point and then turn on all the bells and whistles. Oh, I forgot. I need to turn flaps 3. Very important. So I'm just hold here. What's in the chat? Yes. Right. Flaps 3. 1, 2, 3. No, 3. There we go. And the trim is up 0.2. And takeoff configuration should be normal. Spoilers armed. Max parking brakes. And because we're going to turn onto the runway, predictive wind shear on. Let's turn on the weather radar. Tara. Terrain on ND. Up here we can turn on the landing lights. Runway turn off lights and strobes go to on. And now to backtrack. Okay, traffic, Jetstar A320 backtracking, runway 14. Okay, traffic.
Cabin crew seats for takeoff.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Thank you. UTC 116 with 4 minutes. We still have 4 minutes for departure. Let's speed it up a bit. Let's increase the thrust a bit. These IAE engines are more powerful than the CFM ones, although I like the thrust reversers on the CFM ones. I don't know why. Just because they're different from the rest of the engines. maximum, that's enough. Always have a look at the wind socket. Doesn't harm. Sometimes the weather data can be wrong. No, it's normally right, but sometimes it can be wrong. So always look at the windsock to get the correct direction of the wind. Although you won't be able to get the correct speed, but you'll have a rough idea. So brake, 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 and that wasn't very smooth. Let's just hold here. We have a short runway. Mackay traffic, Jetstar A320 departing runway 14. Mackay traffic. Oh, I forgot to turn on this timer. This I usually turn on when I leave the gate or the stand. Chrono on. And EPR to 1.05 roughly. Stick forward. Should be enough. X. Maybe now it's coming up. 80 knots. Release back pressure. Oops, oops, oops. Rotate. Autopilot on. Let's get up to the correct altitude. To the acceleration altitude. Climb attempt, and now we can reduce the flaps. Flaps 2. Spoilers disarmed. Flaps 1. Go to the speed, turn on the lights, the nose wheel lights automatically turn off. What's in the chat? Take off, yes, take off. Just to go from that runway. The speed coming up. Beautiful, beautiful. I like that color. I like that color of the water. As being reached flaps totally retracted.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seatbelt fastened whilst the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time. Credit and debit cards. If we can be of any further assistance, just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Okay, climbing is going to take some time, but then you have to immediately descend. I mean, you don't have much space between the top of climb and the top of descent. We do. So we're going to off-road. Climbing pretty fast. There we go. Landing lights off and retracted. Release the passengers. We need terrain on MD, so we can get rid of that. Let's have a look outside. Let me reduce the volume. Harry McLary, yes, another stream from Mackay. This time we're departing Mackay. I like the airport. It's a really nice airport by Orbix. And yeah, this time we're going to Cairns. Cairns is beautiful too. Right, I hope that wasn't too loud, especially if anyone was wearing headphones or is wearing headphones. And guys, don't forget to leave a like. I know you always do, but don't forget, it's sometimes a person just watches a video, gets entertained, forgets to leave a like. It helps me out. Want to grow this channel. It's not a full day job. I have a full day job, but right now I'm on summer vacations, so I have more free time to do these live streams. At the beginning of August I have to go back, so then I'll be producing less content. Maybe I'll still be churning out shorts, but there'll be less live streams. Right, let's have a look at Cairns. Let's go of this. So yeah, we'll be coming in from the north, 150, and the reciprocal is 330. That's the GA apron, that's the domestic apron. So we'll be most probably taking Bravo 4, unless we can make it to Bravo 3. I doubt it. Bravo 4 and on to the domestic terminal. Right, parking. Let's have a look at parking stands. 21, 21A, that should be fine. 19, 18, all the way till, yeah, I think I'll take 18 if it's available. And one more thing. Oh yeah, ILS or localizer 15. I am doing the RNAV. I'm not doing the ILS. I'm doing the RNAV whiskey. RNAV whiskey 15. Approach RNP whiskey 15. That's the one. So EPAG CS407. Where is CS407? 409. 405. 407. That's the one. We should be at 1900 feet. EPGAG max 240 knots, 5000, and on to runway 15. Track 409, then via RNAV RNP, missed approach track to 415, climb to 5000 as directed by ATC, Okay. 401, 403, 405 and 407. That's the approach fix. It's a shallow path, good. I like shallow glide slopes. MDA is 680 feet. And yeah, that's fine. Do we need an RNP? Yes, RNP of 0.30. And what's in the chat? Thank you guys, thanks a lot. Your appreciation means a lot. Right, and where are we? Okay, so there's a long ways to go. We're going slow, but we're climbing fast. Had I a higher cost index, we wouldn't have climbed to 27,000 feet in just 15 minutes. I mean, it's an airliner, not a fighter jet. Just give me a break, guys. I have to have a glass of water. Alright, I'm back. $30,000 feet. Pressurization. Cockpit 25, forward, aft. Looks alright. Fuel on board 5.220. We burned a lot. 61.4. Estimated fuel on board 4.3. So we'll be burning 0.9. So our gross weight will go down by to 60.5. Let's have a look at the landing weight. YBCS runway 15, dry, apply METAR. At least we have a METAR over there. Landing weight 61.5. low brake, max reverse, manual land, flaps full. Good. So 2097 meters. That means we might just be able to take Bravo 3, or would be safer to take Bravo 4. And yeah. Right. Oof. Just started our flight. No, actually, we're making good progress. Let's do some fixes. $330. And the second fix, $10. That's just for situational awareness. And he or she left. Okay, yeah. Harry McClary. Yeah, he left. Okay. Right. And we have 80 nautical miles till the top of descent, almost. Progress page. We need 0.30, or is it 0.03? What does it say? Says 0.30. Right. Progress YBCS Yankee Bravo Charlie Sierra 15 of 117 nautical miles to top of descent. Approach course 150. $4,000. Descent. $86. Waiting for 80 nautical miles. And our platform altitude is 1900 feet, so feet. Auto brake will be low. And we've reached 80 nautical miles. We should be entering the destination data now. Should be coming up anytime soon. There's a company message. No ADC required, very good. Surprising, I didn't get any enter destination data alert. I thought it's supposed to be activated at 80 nautical miles. Are those coral reefs? I think those are coral reefs. They look very beautiful in this scenery. I should have had a cost index of 30. That would have made this flight even shorter. '62, '61, and 60. Here we go. No. Don't enter destination data. Why? There we have it. Enter destination data. Next phase. Next phase. One 1016 26. One 12 knots. Barrow is 680. This is a non-precision approach. We need to be careful with the pressure setting and the altimeter over here. So I'll just keep pressing the B key till I get it right, in case the pressure changes. Right, destination data entered, and engine out acceleration done. I hope I've done it right. I've never understood what this is for, and let's just increase this to 290. Right. Saves us 2 minutes. Right. We do have a slight tailwind, actually quite a heavy tailwind. And we're traveling quite slow. let's start a descent and manage descent. One zero one six. We're inside the Cairns approach jurisdiction. You'll have to wait. It's going to take some time. Still some time for the landing. We have a lot of altitude to lose, and then we have to go around and land from the top. Still at 26,800 feet. Terrain on ND. Speed brake off. Retracted. Uphold. And after uphold, it's not uphold, it's Apollo. Limit, decelerate, upgag, CS401, arc. One last time. 1016. Let's have a look at the progress page. RNP required 0.3. That's fine. Slightly high. I think we need more drag. Speed brakes out. $18,000 feet. Cairns traffic, Jetstar A320. We'll be approaching via runway 15. We're currently descending from flight level 171. to flight level 19, Cairns traffic. Speed brake off. I always say off, it's supposed to be retracted. We're on profile. Slight turbulence. Let's get the passengers back into their seats. I just hope there's no stuttering. Stuttering in a live stream.
Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside. Tray table must be stowed, armrests down and window blinds open. You now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened ready for landing. Please help us by handing in any rubbish, newspapers, magazines that you do not want to keep. The toilets are no longer in service. Thank you.
Come on, come on. Let's land, let's land. Let's approach and land. What's the outside air temperature? It's quite high. 22. And now we have to decelerate. It's not decelerate. Yeah, there we go. Let's take out the speed brake to help it out. And extend the landing lights and turn them on. Taxi, turn off lights. Lights are on. There we go. Below profile. Coming on to profile. Drag. quite cloudy out there, down there. Let's just decelerate. To green dot speed and put the approach mode on. Final lap. Get some flaps. We'll lose speed on the turn. I'm putting the landing gear down just for more drag. Speed brakes off, flaps 2. It's hazy weather. Here comes the brick. Flaps 1. Sorry, flaps 3 and flaps 4. Flaps full. Spoilers armed. Alright, very hazy here, very cloudy.
Cabin crew must now be seated for landing. Thank you.
Hazy weather. Refresh the METAR. Yep, I knew it. It's changing. So at the missed approach altitude, disconnect the autopilot and remove the flight director. I mean, turn off the flight directors. And land visually. Are we keeping the RNP? 35 progress. Fine. 35. It's 135, 140. Beautiful scenery. Lovely approach. Let's start the recording. I need to take a screenshot. Missed approach altitude is 5,000. Is it? Oh no, I want the other one. Here we are, 5,000 feet. Yep. There we go. On profile, on profile. What's the gross weight? 60.100. Good, good, good. Is it recording? It's recording. Heavy winds from the front and slightly from the side. I see the pappies. Coming up to the missed approach altitude.
100 above. Minimum.
Minimum, continue. Flight directors off. Oil throttle off. Totally visual landing. Slightly high. Come on, land. There we go. Off center line. Let it roll out. Spoilers disarmed. Clean up the aircraft.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties. However, we ask that you remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls, or internet access may now be used. Please make sure you take all your personal belongings with you, checking in the seat pocket, underneath the seat, and in the overhead lockers. Do take care opening the overhead lockers as items may have moved during flight. Smoking is not permitted until you reach a designated smoking area. On behalf of the captain and the crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today. Our ground crew will help you complete your journey.
Mackay traffic, Jetstar A320 vacated runway 15. Mackay traffic. Welcome to Mackay traffic. We're in Cairns. Welcome to Cairns, everybody. It's still on taxi. Oh god. And what's in the chat? Let me have a look at the chat. Touchdown, yeah, landing and touchdown. Finally. Okay. And let's turn off the Tara and the weather radar, predictive wind shear. Okay, it was already off. Right. Where are we? On the ground. Supposed to go there. Oh, I turned on the wrong way. I was supposed to turn I briefed it and I did it wrong. I'll go here and go here. Right. Okay. GSX. Gate would be 18, 19, 20. No. Aus flight handling. Okay. Brakes off. Take off from here. Taxi from here. Chrono can come off. Should have vacated to the left. I vacated to the right. Silly me. Cairns traffic, Jetstar 801, crossing runway 15 via Bravo. Cairns traffic. Actually, it should be Bravo 3 or Bravo 2. And I should turn on my lights for just the crossing and the transponder. This is not for exit. This is not for the exit. I am doing silly things over here. And that's Bravo 4. Finally. Landing lights can come off. Cairns traffic, Jetstar 801 vacated runway 15. Slow down, slow down. 20 nautical miles. 20 knots. Too fast. Turn coming up, 10 knots. And I can put the Tara back to standby. Oops. Let's just hold here and have a look at our parking position. I think it's gate 20. Show me the spot. That's the spot. Too far. That's it. And we'll stop the recording and start the replays. The best part. And we'll log off from Vatsim. There we go. Alright guys, I'll leave it here, and thank you for joining in for the stream, whoever joined in. Don't forget to leave a like, and if anyone hasn't subscribed, subscribe. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye.